Digital Wonders Cafe is a place that appeals to a diverse crowd, from those who come to see to those who come to be seen. It had a garden court with several tables for outdoor dining. It has a large room holding nearly 1,000 people with a stage and a large dance floor where the bands perform. Penny was working the front desk selling tickets, and Vince volunteered to help out, so the couple manned the front entrance. They were further assisted by two rather sturdy-looking bouncers who worked for the establishment. Customers started to file in. As the band performed, Rutherford was in a van parked near the building in the back in a truck delivery area. He was there with a whole van full of equipment, a couple of agents working cameras, watching screens. A laptop computer had a slideshow with mug shots of all the wanted suspects in order to identify them. Inside, the crowd had filled up the dance floor and the music was keeping them going. The band played non-stop for 3 hours. Now they were ready to begin the magic. They performed one song, suddenly stopped in the middle and held very still. The lights went out for a second. When they came back on, the band was ever still, not a single sound or a single movement. Then, from the ceiling, there were dropped a dozen plastic beach balls with multicolored LED lights inside. Each ball lit up when it was touched and made a different drum sound. The lights went on back in again and were now replaced with black lights. The beach balls lit up in the black lights as they were neon lights, and they were making sounds as they were touched. The dancers on the floor then began bouncing the balls around the room. The band members remained in a posed, still position, not having moved at all during this time. A lady dressed in a white fairy costume with wings came across the stage with a small bucket. She sprinkled sparkly stardust on the band members, who then started playing their instruments as she applied the sparkle to each band member. She did this until the whole band was now playing. She hopped off the stage and headed out into the audience, sprinkling audience members with the same sparkling dust. There were two types of sprinkles. One was visible in black light, the other one was not. The fairy was Ronnie, dressed in a costume, gotten in a costume retail store, was able to pick which sprinkle to place on a particular dancer. Rutherford gave her a roving account of the suspects found on the monitor and their location. For these, she had special sprinkles. Near the end of the show, there was a special appearance of the Devil Woman of Costa Rica, who was resplendent in her red sequined spandex costume with 2 horns and a tail. The band played Santana's Black Magic Woman as she made her entry. She moved very smoothly and provocatively, slithered across the stage, showing a lot of shapely movement and tricky choreography. She sang several tunes. Then she mentioned that she had certain powers of captivation, while the band performed the theme from The Exorcist with the 5/4 ostinato. She explained some of the mystique of the Devil Woman legend, declaring that once she had you in her spell, then that was it. She was yours. She sang Stevie Wonder's signed, sealed, delivered, I'm Yours. And in the middle of the tune, while the band played the funky backbeat, she came out to the end of the stage, talked to the audience, telling them that she felt her spirit rising, was asking for a volunteer to demonstrate. Penny was planted there at her request, jumping up and down, wanting to be the chosen volunteer. The Devil Woman picked her out of the crowd, doing her best to make it look like a random choice. Penny then came up on stage being a little nervous. The Devil Woman then began to place her in a trance where she would dance like she has never danced before. She rhythmically waved her arms over Penny and rocked a golden charm in front of her eyes and putting her into a hypnotic trance. Penny's friends were whooping and hollering on her behalf now. The devil woman said, "Now we will demonstrate the power of the devil woman. While she is possessed, I will command this lovely volunteer to dance like a chicken." Penny then started flapping her elbows and poking her chin in and out in rhythm to the music. The crowd gave her a hand. "Next, I will command her to dance like a snake." Penny then wriggled ridiculously with her arms and body slithering about like a snake. "Now I command you to do the famous bear dance." "What's your name? Penny? Penny? Penny, the coin that's worth more than the medal. Now, Penny, you are going to have to think about this. How does a bear dance? Does it shake its head? No way. Does it shake its elbow? Penny, I don't even know if bears have elbows. Well, what does it shake when it dances? Well, now, Penny, what did you shake when you caught that man of yours?" Penny, facing front on stage, then shook what would have made an advertisement for an extra-large bra, making a move as if she were going to pull up her blouse. The devil woman grabbed her quickly by her arm so as to prevent this volunteer from raising her blouse and embarrassing herself under the influences of the trance. "Now, Penny, please, honey, let's be clear here. We want you to dance like a bear, a B-E-A-R. We are not asking you to dance bear, B-A-R-E." The audience laughed. "Well, okay, now that's good, but what about us lady bears who are, shall we say, not so well endowed? What are they going to shake?" "Hey, audience, what does the lady bear shake when she dances? We want her to catch that big old boy bear. What's she going to shake? Her nose? No. Her head? No. Her foot? No. Her purse? Who said that? Security, get that girl out of here. A respectable bear shakes her tail when she dances, so let's see you shake your tail." On that cue, Penny then turned around with her back to the audience and began to shake everything. The crowd roared. She was wearing some tight white pants that slipped low on her behind, which was quite ample, to demonstrate the requisite tail shaking. Devil woman then said, "That's good, but how are you going to catch a big old boy bear with that? Remember now, I am the devil woman. I command you. You ain't got to get down, girl." Penny then bent over, grabbed her ankles, and commenced to shaking everything there was to shake, while the drummer did a drum roll, and then with a mighty crash on the cymbal, she pulled her pants down to give everyone the full moon show, complete with red sparkly G-string. The devil woman then disappeared from the stage in a large puff of red smoke, and the drummer, still keeping the beat, called, "Security! Security! We can't have volunteers mooning the audience." Two security guards then came out with a robe to cover the still dancing Penny and escorted her off stage. The crowd went crazy. The band then broke out with another tune and everyone was back moving about on the dance floor, with some dancers even trying to mimic Penny's bear dance. Meanwhile, back at the entrance, there was a couple of toughs who were displeased with not being allowed into the club. One saw fit to try to disassemble the bouncer's jaw with a right hook. The agent on the balcony had the whole thing on video and provided assistance by removing the floor plate that had been placed in the balcony and then hitting the creep with a taser from above. The agents were able to get him handcuffed. The event netted 16 arrests of gang members wanted for various crimes. There were arrests of 6 others wanted for involvement in money laundering schemes. They were all well marked with sparkles and could be picked up easily at the front door with a black light now located on that balcony, shining through a clear plastic plate. Some were part owners of the Digital Wonders nightclub. Penny Remington was given a warning about the nudity and was released on her own recovery.
How come I never get my